Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They're going to get on top of it, and the onside kick is successful. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to pass, it's Shuck. A little release to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And wings it incomplete. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the...
And that pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama! That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it. Can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, but to score the points off.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a...
Off he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they tacked on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Line gets set. First down. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Alabama pushing the tempo. The give is to Miller. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Got his man in the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Got a lot of running room. Past the 10. Touchdown time. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
A strike downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They move the tight end all over. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And it's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing, take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
Room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. He's going to take off. Oh, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks, and the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Shuck. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Going up top on 1st down. tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Catch in the middle, it's Lacy.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll start this drive firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Bernard. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Alabama quickly back to the line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Out of the gun, looking to throw. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Finds his man. It's Brooks. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Working the middle. It's complete. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Finds his tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw, it's Shuck. On the move to his left. And the ball is intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Trying to get to him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Looking to throw on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On the run, fires downfield. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the end.